Hi, I was just playing in time and out of time. What do I mean by that? Well, I was following the rhythm, doing stuff that you can actually write down on a piece of sheet of paper with notes. It was dividable by either, 6 or 3 or 2 or 2 or 3 basically, right? So I'm playing either triplets, 16th note triplets, quarter notes, eighth note triplets, whatever it is, you can divide it, you can write it down. And then I was just leaving basically the basic rhythm and playing stuff that it's really hard, you mess with the guy who's trying to write down your solo, because what he has to do is he has to take these 17 notes and then cram them in between 1 and 4 right, on a sheet of paper. And that kind of playing was just a mystery to me when I started out. I thought everything was like 16-note triplets, especially when you were playing fast. I thought I had to begin there and I had to end there and I had to be in time every single time. But most of the time when some players play solo, they're out of time. They actually just leave the whole time signature and then just play as many notes or, slow notes that just hover around, and they play around with being very, in the beat of the music and then being out of it. So you flow out and you get back, and you flow out and you get back. And that's such a great feeling to be able to do that. And I have a specific exercise for you today that I'm going to show you. First, be a little conscious here. Again, I'm going to play because this sounds so, we're so used to hearing it that we don't think about stuff being out of time and in time like this. So see if you can listen for when I'm in time and out of time. In the beginning, I'm going to tell you, and then I'm going to play without telling you, so you can be more conscious about it. So. That's in time, right? That was the rhythm. A little bit out of time there. Now out of time. And in time. Let me do that again without talking. In time. It's like an argument, right? You leave the whole, you start arguing and you just talk as fast as you can. Oh, then I want to do that, right? Or you talk, it's messy. It's not okay, right? It's conflict. And so you express emotion by doing this. It sounds confused or out of it. Back in time. In time. Right? So it's great freedom to be able to do that. So how do you practice this? Well, there's different exercises that you can build for yourself. Of course, having rhythm under total control, being a true master, which is easy when it comes to all other guitar skills. That's why I had to have a good friend who's a drummer, and he started playing the guitar, and he just progressed like insanity, so fast with playing chords and, a little bit of soloing, because he had the rhythm part down to mastery, right? He just had to make it a guitar thing instead of a drum thing. But he had that rhythm in his body, so he just sounded like a pro so fast. So you have to get that under control, of course. But then how do we then go back and forth? Now we master rhythm. How do we get out of it again? You simply take the first exercise. This is the first exercise. You first play a round of in time and then a round of out of time. And then instead of focusing on playing cool notes, you focus on when one is. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So in time first, and then out of time. Just 2 notes. This would be in time, and then out of time, and then back again on 1. Focus on the rhythm. Just don't mind the notes. And out of time. Again. Don't know if I'm in tune here. And you have to get down on 1. That's the important part. Not, just get down on 1. That's the exercise. Getting used to the fact that you're playing outside and then you find your way back like that. This is the simplest of exercises, right? In time and out of time. And then. And it seems like it's such a simple little exercise. You can expand that and going faster. You can even go for 2 in the bar. So you could 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. It's actually a good idea to say that as you play, because that puts a focus on the beats. I just discovered that right now. On the beats of the bar instead of what you're playing. So try to do it on 3, right? When we're just going, when it's out of time, and we go, right? So we go on 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and tap your foot on all these 1, 2. That's what gives you the edge here. And then you can go for 1 and 2 and instead of playing shuffle here, we can go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and right. And then you can go for 1 and. So you go 1 and in time, out of time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. This sounds like a boring exercise, but it actually works. It creeps into your playing when you start soloing. Then another exercise could when that is so easy, right? Hitting the 1, 2, 3, 4 and the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and. Then you start developing that and saying, I'm going to play some more notes here. I'm going to put a little bit more focus on the notes instead of just the bar here. And then you can start playing with a jam track or just a little loop that you create yourself. Right? Then you can go like, and 1, and then you don't have to play fast. It can also just be right. But what you do when you do this simple exercise is that you train your body to go in and out of rhythm like that. And if you do just 5 minutes a day, when you pick up your guitar, you'll begin to see crazy things happening when you solo. And that's really great when you play fast, if you have a lot of legato stuff, because now you don't have to play 16th notes anymore. Now you can do runs. Let me just do some fast stuff for you. So. That was a bit out of time, right? but let me pick a scale that actually works with the chord. Right? Out of time. That sounds like music, right? But if you don't play in time as well, it sounds like bogus. Or if all you play is that. So let me just try. In time again. Out of time. In time. In time. Out of time. Out of time and in time now. Out of time. Buh. Out of time. In time, right? So it's like a conversation where you're basically in harmony with the one you're speaking with, which is the beat, the whole rhythm in the background, the groove. And when you're in harmony, you're in time, and then you leave it because and then you go right back again, and then you're away from each other, disagreeing, and then right back again. So practice it, and even though it seems like this exercise is not going to take you there, it's going to take you there. And the more complex notes you put on, the better it becomes. But it will only get as good as your basic rhythm skills. So if you have total mastery here, and you can play every single rhythm in the world when you play soloing, you can hit every single subdivision of the bar easily, like without even thinking about it, that's mastery. So let's say you're in the middle of that, then you cannot become any better at this than to your level of mastery over the fundamental 50% of music, which is rhythm. Okay? So it's so important that you get that under control. And then do this exercise so that you take advantage of the level of control you have over your rhythm and make sure you're on the same level all the time so you can really utilize this when you play solo. And I have to mention, me and David Wallerman has a program out that focuses, as you already know perhaps, on this area and just carves a path for you that will just, on 4 weeks, that will bring you to the point of no return, where you have so many skills in this area that you cannot not progress as you play music. Your brain simply gets very aware of what goes on around you rhythmically because it understands everything that goes on around you. And then it's really like that when it comes to rhythm, that you come across that point of no returning, and then your ears, what is that? What is that beat? How does he do that? Where is it? What is that? And then you just can't stop it, because rhythm is such an essential, such an enjoyable part of music. And once we start really adapting to that, there's just no looking back. And music becomes a joy to listen to even more because you hear everything. That's it for now. Look forward to the next video. I'll see you there.